Here we are at Medicine Woods Gardens here out in the backyard, and what I got going on here is my vegetable garden. And right over here in the corner I've got Monarda that I planted as a very vigorously growing perennial, and it blooms red. This one I believe is called Jacob Klein. And there's some asparagus coming, and there's chamomile over there in the corner, and that just came up from last year, just reseeded itself. I've got not a whole lot happening right now, but I've got a few little things coming up, some carrots and beets and a little patch of lettuce, and I put some peppers in, and onions are up, and here's the St. John's wort right here, and I'll be using that for more than likely infusing into oil for soap making. But it can also be made into a tincture for depression and insomnia, or used in tea blends. We got onions here. We got rosemary. I actually just planted this rosemary in here, and I usually try to winter them over, but they didn't make it this past winter. It just got too dry in the house. And that's dill, I believe. And then all the cabbages, broccoli, I got some Brussels sprouts somewhere. These are a little patch of beans. I just tried, instead of planting things in rows this year, I decided to just throw them in wherever I could find room, and realize they're going to outgrow their space soon enough. So, there's all the cabbage and broccoli. And I got a little parsley, a couple different kinds of parsley here. And there's more chamomile that just reseeded itself. I should be harvesting that right now. And the chives have pretty much done, but they were just beautiful, and they really last a long time. I actually made a crop circle here. This is just for, I plant a little bit of corn for my horses as a treat. They just love it, and it never gets very big here, you know, it's just a little garden. There's a pepper. I've got tomatoes in here. A couple different varieties of heirlooms. This is a wild lettuce that came back from last year. And this is a medicinal one, and I have to harvest this yet, so, but it was just looking so neat. I just wanted to leave it there, and it's going to bloom, so I might as well just let it do its thing. Got this really cool little spike coming up. More peppers here. I just threw these irises in here. I just needed to move them, and only one bloomed, but they'll keep coming every year. So I planted a little row of soybeans, and there's some flax over there, and there's a tall plant right here that's lost most of its leaves, but this is actually, I think this is what they do. This is a valerian, and I've never grown it before, so it'll be interesting. I actually planted it last year, and it didn't really do much, but now this year it came back. So, and valerian is another one of those sedative herbs that you take when you need to go to sleep or you're in a lot of pain, and they are good for a lot of women's problems. So I don't care for the taste of it myself, and it smells pretty bad, but it is a very powerful medicine, so we're going to give it a shot. And here's some flax, and a little wild, this lettuce came up. It's not a wild lettuce, it just came up from last year. That's what I like to do, is I like to let my seeds, you know, gather some of my seeds, collect some of my seeds, and save them till next year. And this is tarragon, and we use that in cooking, and I haven't done anything as far as a medicinal tea or anything with that, but that's an idea. I love the flavor. And this is common garden sage, Salvia officinalis. I planted a couple in here. They seem to do well in here. And this is bush, or these are actually pole beans, green beans, and a tomatillo, and a eggplant. And we are full circle. A little asparagus patch right there that's pretty weedy but still producing. And then berries over here. And we'll just check that out later.